everyone. Randy Tausig, Blue Corps Leadership Lessons from the Cockpit. And I'm here in Sedona, Arizona with my brother Drew. Say hey.
Hey.
We just flew in here from Phoenix, and we've got another leadership lesson that we want to go through. And that's the importance of creating an environment where you can ask for help. And we actually had a situation yesterday when we flew where that was an example, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll show you that when we get in the cockpit, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. See you soon.
We're back in the cockpit, and we're talking about this idea of setting up a culture where it's easy to ask for help, and in fact, it's encouraged. In the aviation side, that's gotten better over time because there's a realization that pilots were sometimes getting over their heads in situations and worried about having repercussion of admitting that something had gone wrong. And there's a much bigger encouragement and culture for asking for help. Small example that we had just a few days ago when we were flying, and you realized at a point as we were really getting very close to the airport, that you didn't feel comfortable. And so tell me what you did when you realized that.
We were flying a fairly short approach, which meant that I didn't have a lot of time to set up for landing. And I decided I wasn't comfortable with it, so I told you to go ahead and take over and fly it since you were comfortable flying from the left seat.
Yeah, you asked me if I could take it, and I took it, and everything was fine. So that was a good example of just asking for help essentially, and not even hesitating on that. Here's an excerpt from that flight.
9 Delta Whiskey, contact departure.
So this is really very foreign to me.
Yeah, what? Do it from the left. Oh, doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got it. I got the airplane.
Okay.
Damn good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
So that was an example in the cockpit how we were able to utilize full resources, in this case 2 pilots, and it worked out great. In the business world, really the way that translates is when we have a certain job or a certain position, and we got responsibilities within that position, it's important to understand those responsibilities, but to also realize we don't have to have all the answers, and that it is fine to ask for help. And I've seen many cases in businesses where the culture is that we need to know the answer. And if we don't, we're not doing our job right. But that's not the case, right?
Right.
Doing your job right actually entails knowing when you don't have the answers and where to get the answers so you can do what's expected. You can actually be accountable for the work you need to do. So there's a few things we could take away from this. First is the importance of setting up a culture where everybody in the company feels comfortable asking for help when they need it. And the second thing is to make sure that everybody understands clearly what their responsibilities are in their positions, and that in fact they do ask for help or assistance when they need assistance and they get that assistance. Take those 3 things together and you're going to have a much smoother operation. Would love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, the culture that you feel that you have in your organization or have had in other organizations. As always, we want to have a dialogue. We'll talk to you soon from the cockpit. Take care.
07 Charlie Delta, left turn near discretion, Alpha to the ramp, my frequency. Have a great night.
Okay, left turn here, Alpha to the ramp will stay with you. You have a good night as well, thanks.